Welcome to the Church of the Redeemer and our third official offering of YogaMass. My name's Christina, for those who I haven't met yet, or if this is the first time, and if this is your first time in our sanctuary, we're so glad that you're here. I hope the volume is all right. I'm aware that the mic is really live, so I'm keeping my voice down. I promise not to yell. So I think most of you know the story of YogaMass, but perhaps not all of you. So just a quick recap. There's an Episcopal priest in Houston, Texas, named Jenna Davis, who had practiced yoga as part of her spiritual practice for many, many years. She ended up a little bit later in her life discerning a call to the ordained ministry as an Episcopal priest, but found that it was her practice of yoga that sustained her throughout seminary. And so at one point during her ministry, she really decided that she wanted to combine the nourishment that she experienced through her yoga practice with the nourishment that she experienced at the Lord's Supper and celebrating communion. And so she merged together these ancient traditions, Eastern and Western spirituality, into something called YogaMass. And just in this past year, something that I discovered and really felt a certain call to bring, first of all, to learn more about myself, but then also to become trained so that I could offer it to this community. So thank you all for being a part of something new and old here. A couple of more housekeeping things. If you happen to need the restroom and you don't know where that is, if you go out the back and then turn to the right and up the ramp, and then to the left, you'll see the restrooms. Our yoga practice really is very restorative and gentle. This isn't kind of a, it's none of this is competitive or athletic in any kind of way. It's much more an embodied, holistic mind, body, spirit endeavor. And the yoga helps to prepare the temples of our bodies to receive God's spirit and word. And then we will share the Lord's feast together. Wherever you are on your journey of faith, you are welcome at the Lord's table. If for any reason you would rather not participate in that part by taking the bread, but you'd like a prayer or a blessing, that's fine too. You can just put your hands across your chest like this if you'd prefer not to have the bread and just have a prayer, and we will come out to you. So let me introduce our team. Vivian Campagna is to my right over here, and Claire Repsholt to my left. We're missing Catherine Barrett, who typically shows some of the adjustments that you can make if you're choosing to do chair or pew yoga. So just listen to your body. That is a main theme here, is just listen to what your body needs and make whatever adjustments you need. And then we've got David Wallach and Ray Lucas as our YogaMass musicians. And we're so blessed by their talents and gifts and generosity of spirit, so thank you. All right. So I invite you to, if you're not already seated in a comfortable position, to move your body in a way and situate it in a way that feels right for you, supporting your spine as it needs to be supported. And if it's helpful for you to close your eyes at this point, feel free to do so. You can also look at a spot in front of you and gaze at it softly. As we begin to shift from doing to being, And from thinking to feeling, letting go of what has been, letting go of what has yet to be, and simply allowing yourself the gift of fully abiding in this present moment. Your body, mind, heart, spirit, aligned and integrated in your one precious being. Just tuning in to your breath by simply noticing your breath without changing it or judging it. Simply noticing the air as it enters and exits your body. Noticing the subtle ways your body moves as you breathe. Noticing the subtle sounds you make as you breathe. Feeling your navel draw away from your spine on your inhale. And noticing how your navel draws closer to your spine as you exhale. Perhaps allowing your breath to become a little deeper, a little softer. A little more expansive. Again, as your navel draws away from your spine on your inhale, and then draws closer to your spine as you exhale. Allowing air to enter your belly and your ribs and your chest, and releasing your chest, your ribs, and your belly. Filling up your belly, your ribs, chest, releasing your chest, ribs, and belly. Let's do that 3 more times. Filling up your belly, ribs, chest, releasing your chest, ribs, belly. 2 more. Fill up your belly, ribs, chest, releasing your chest, ribs, belly. Last one together. Filling up your belly, ribs, chest, releasing your chest, ribs, belly. That's it. And maintaining your inward focus. Simply breathe and feel and let go. Letting go even more. Bringing your hands in prayer position together in front of your chest. Your thumbs next to your sternum and close to your heart. as I speak aloud an intention for our time together this afternoon. May these ancient practices of yoga and communion lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from time-bound consciousness to the eternal state of being that I am, and you are, and we are in Christ. Victory to the Spirit. And gently releasing your hands back to your knees or your legs. And if your eyes have been closed, allowing them to gently and slowly flutter open. Just taking a few moments to tune in to your body and move whatever would be helpful to move. Perhaps it's your shoulders and your neck. Perhaps it's your wrists and your arms. Just listen to your body. And allowing yourself whatever time you need to transition from this seated position to standing, not missing a moment of connecting with your body in your consciousness. Standing in the center of your mat with your feet hip-width apart. We're going to continue with our 4-part warm-up breath, pressing down into both feet, extending up through your spine and out through the crown of your head, firm through the buttocks and inner thighs. Inhaling 1/3 of the way, arms in front of you, shoulder height, inhaling through the nose. Inhaling 2/3 of the way, arms spread out like an eagle suspended in the wind. Inhaling the final third with your arms above your head. And then with a forceful exhalation through your mouth, bending your knees, swinging your arms to your sides, keeping your sternum straight, looking ahead, expelling all the air from your lungs through your mouth. We'll do this 6 more times together. Again, feet are hip-width apart. Press down into both feet. Extend up through the spine and out through the crown of your head. Gaze is forward. Inhaling up, out, up and down. 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 Last one. Out, up, and down, and holding here for a moment with your eyes closed. And slowly, gently rising back up to a standing position. Just tuning in, paying attention to the subtle shifts of energy coursing through your body. Perhaps noticing a change in your heartbeat, in your breath, and just feeling and breathing. Opening your eyes slowly once again. We'll do one more round of 7. Pressing down into both feet, extending up through your spine, out to the crown of your head. Shoulders are relaxed. Buttocks is firm. Inhaling up, out, up and down, up, out, up and down, up, out, up and down, up, out, up and down. Up, out, up and down, up, out, up and down. Last one, out, up and down, and holding here with your eyes closed. Again, slowly rising with your spine once again extended between the heaven and earth. Inward focusing, feeling the subtle changes happening inside the temple of your body. Breathing and being. Allowing your eyelids to gently flutter open. Bringing your feet together. Arms are comfortably at your sides, pressing down into both feet, extending up through your spine and out to the crown of your head. Inhaling, bringing your arms in front of your chest in prayer position, and then interlacing your fingers so that your hands are in temple position. Let's take a nice big breath together. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, raise your arms up above your head. Your arms are by your ears, pressing down into both feet, extending up through the spine and out through the crown of your head, feeling that extension as you rise from the earth to the heavens. Inhale, and as you exhale, shift your hips to the right as your upper body extends to the left. Shoulders and hips are square to the front, pressing down into that right foot and feeling that extension all the way across the top side of your body and out your fingertips. Breathe. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, shift your hips to the other side now as your upper body extends the other way, pressing down into your left foot, extending up, out into the side, out your fingertips. Your shoulders and hips are square to the front. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, shift your hips slightly forward, creating a slight back bend, maintaining your head in alignment with your spine. Breathe. Inhale, back up to center, standing. Exhale, release your arms. Inhale, and as you exhale, shift your hips backwards as your upper torso brings you forward, releasing your head and your neck and allowing your hands to fall gently by your ankles or your shins, wherever they can be comfortable. If it's available to you, extend your tailbone up to the ceiling as your weight shifts forward to the balls of your feet without forcing, without pulling, simply allowing yourself to be
in this gentle forward fold. With every exhale, letting go. See if you can let go even more. Inhale, release your hands and arms, and as you exhale, slowly, slowly, gently rise. And just take a few moments to center yourself here, closing your eyes once again, and tuning into your body. Allowing your attention and focus to rest in your third eye, the space in the middle of your forehead. As you begin to integrate all the energies being released, and breathe. Allowing your eyelids to flutter open. Allowing your feet to be hip-width apart, pressing down into both feet, extending up through your spine and out through the crown of your head. Again, shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, bringing your arms in front of you, palms down, shoulder height. Exhale, bending the knees and shifting your hips backwards as if you are about to sit in the chair, maintaining your spine straight and feeling that extension from the base of your spine up through the crown of your head, even as your arms extend out in front of you. And see if you can engage your body without inducing struggle in your mind. Breathe. Inhale, back up to standing. Exhale, release your arms and close your eyes once again, allowing yourself to feel and absorb and integrate. Tuning in once again to any part of your body that would be helpful to move. Again, maybe it's your shoulders in small circles or your wrists. Perhaps it's your knees or your ankles. Just take a few moments to allow whatever parts of you need to move. And turning a quarter turn so that we're facing the organ pipes, or I know you all can see me there. Spreading your feet wider than hip-width apart, so you're in a wide stance. Feet are still facing forward. Inhale, raise your arms out to the side. So now you find yourself in a star position, and take a few moments to really feel and extend all 5 points of your body star, pressing down both feet into the ground, extending out both of your arms and allowing your head to extend up to the heavens. Breathe. Turning your right foot out and your left foot partway in, gazing out over your right fingertips. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend your right knee, maintaining your right knee in alignment over your right ankle as you continue to gaze out over your right fingertips. And placing your right elbow on top of your right knee to maintain it aligned over the right ankle. Lifting your left arm up to the heavens. You're lifting up out of your right shoulder and shifting your left hip and your left shoulder forward, and now allowing your left arm to lay alongside your left ear, maintaining your head in alignment with your spine, and feeling that extension from your left foot and the outside of the left foot all the way across the left side of your body and out your left fingertips. Breathe. Inhale, back up to looking out over your right fingertips. Coming back now to center, star position. And if you need to let go of your arms, feel free to do so. Preparing now for the other side. Pressing down into both feet in your wide-legged stance. Your arms are extended out to the side. Gaze is forward. Feel all 5 points of your body's star. Feet pressing down into the earth. Arms and hands extended out to the side. Head extending up to the heavens. Turning your left foot out to the side and your right foot part way in. Looking out over your left fingertips. Inhale. And as you exhale, bending your left knee, maintaining it in alignment over your left ankle. Gazing out over your left fingertips and placing your left elbow on top of your left knee, maintaining its alignment over your left ankle as you lift up out of your left shoulder, reaching your right arm up into the heavens, and then placing your right arm alongside your right ear and feeling that extension from the right foot, the outside of your right foot, all the way across the right side of your body and out your right fingertips, with your head in alignment with your spine. Breathe. Inhale, back up to standing and gazing out over your left fingertips. Coming back to center star position. And placing your hands on your hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, allow your hips to shift backwards as your torso brings you gently forward. Releasing your head and neck and hands. Placing your hands wherever they can best support your wide-legged forward bend. Your hands might be on the floor or on your ankles or on your shins. Melt into this wide-legged forward bend without forcing or pulling. If it's available to you, allow your tailbone to extend upwards to the heavens as your weight shifts to the balls of your feet. Only if it's available to you. Listen to your body and honor its gentle folding. And see if you can melt and let go even more with your next exhale. Releasing your hands, arms, and slowly, slowly allowing your torso to lead you back up to a standing position. Bringing your feet together and facing the front of your mat once again. And closing your eyes and feeling the heat emanating from your body, the fire of the Spirit that burns inside of you, the light that shines in and through you. And breathe. And opening your eyes if they've been closed. Feet are together. Let's press down into both feet again. Extend up through your spine and out through the crown of your head. Now shifting your weight to your right foot and bringing your left foot anywhere along the inside of your leg, but not at your knee. And you can also choose to keep your toe on the ground. Again, whatever is most comfortable for you. Bringing your hands in prayer position in front of your chest. And this is stage 1. And breathe, pressing down into your standing leg, extending up through your spine and out through the crown of your head. If you're moving on to stage 2, inhale, bringing your arms above your head, by your ears. And if you fall out, just come back, stepping down and pressing down into your standing leg as you extend up through the spine and out through the crown of your head. Breathe. Releasing your arms, releasing your leg, and giving yourself a few moments to center as we prepare for the other side. Feet are together, pressing down into both feet, extending up through the spine and out through the crown of your head. Now shifting your weight to the other foot and bending your other knee, placing it anywhere along the inside of your standing leg, but not at your knee. You can also choose to keep your toe on the ground, whatever your body needs. Inhaling, bringing your arms in front of your chest in prayer position. This is stage 1 of tree pose. Pressing down into your standing foot, extending up through the spine and out through the crown of your head. Inhale. If you're going on to stage 2, bringing your arms up above your head, keeping your arms alongside your ears. And if you fall out, just come back, pressing down into your standing foot, extending up through the spine and out through the crown of your head. And breathe. Releasing your arms, releasing your leg, closing your eyes, and taking a few moments once again to feel how your body continues to shift in heat and energy, tuning into your heartbeat, tuning into your breath. And opening your eyes and bringing your hands in front of your chest in prayer position as we prepare to hear God's Spirit through the living word from the Gospel of John. Jesus said, "Abide in me as I abide in you. Just as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine. You are the branches. Those who abide in me and I in them bear much fruit. Because apart from me, you can do nothing. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask for whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. My Father is glorified by this, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love." The Gospel of the Lord. And slowly, slowly allow yourself to transition to whatever seated position is most comfortable for you. And just taking a few moments to digest what you've just heard, and I'll offer a very brief reflection. Abide in me as I abide in you. What does it mean to abide in God's love? What does it feel like to abide in God? We're in a season in the church calendar year called Lent. And I'd like to offer that Lent is a season of remembering whose we are and where our true dwelling place is. That we are always, always held in God's love and light. Though we may forget, and though it may not always feel that way. And that this practice of yoga, the practice of gathering, practice of sharing communion, are just invitations and opportunities once again to remember our true dwelling place. We are always, always held in infinite love and light, of which we are a part. It's the stuff that we're made of and that others are made of. We forget.
Lent is a time to remember, to return. Invitation is always to come back to where your true home is and to live out of that place God's love, light, wisdom, compassion. Abide in me as I abide in you. Sometimes it's our breath that can lead us back home, which is why another practice of yoga is simply to return to our breath in a conscious way. The Spirit of God that breathes us and can always lead us home. Abide in me as I abide in you. Now allowing our awareness and focus to come back to our breath. Just becoming aware once again of the air as it enters and exits your body, and the subtle sounds that you make as you breathe, the subtle ways that your body moves as you breathe. And with your next inhaling, your spine to gently extend upwards to the heavens, and feeling the energy from the base of your spine extending up through your spine and out to the crown of your head. And breathe in light and exhale. And with your next inhale, allow your legs to spread out in front of you. Allowing your hands to rest on your thighs or your knees, wherever they're most comfortable. Your feet are as if they were held up against a wall. Breathing in as you inhale, extending your arms out in front of you, shoulder height, palms facing inward. And exhale, bringing them up above your head. Inhale, drawing your spine closer to your navel. And as you exhale, shift forward from your hips, slowly and gently allowing your torso to lead you forward with your arms by your ears. And when you reach your edge, simply allow your arms to continue slowly falling to the floor, releasing your head, releasing your neck, placing your hands by your ankles or your shins. Without pulling or forcing, simply bowing to the divine light within you and the divine light around you. See if you can let go even more with your next exhale.
Gently melting into this gentle forward fold, inviting you to let go even more without pulling or forcing, just melting. Your next inhale, allow your arms to come back alongside your ears. As you exhale and slowly rise, leading with your sternum, allowing your arms to come back down to your legs or your thighs or floor. And taking your right foot and placing it alongside your left knee. And holding your knee close to your chest with your left elbow. Inhale, raising your right arm out in front of you, shoulder height, palm down. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly twist, gazing out over your fingertips. Placing your hand on the floor by your sacrum. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, gaze out over your rear shoulder. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, gaze out over your rear shoulder. One more. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, gaze out over that rear shoulder. Inhale, bringing your arm back up, shoulder height, palm facing down. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly gazing out over your fingertips, returning back to center. Releasing your arm, releasing your knee, preparing for the other side. Breathe. Now taking your other foot and placing it on the outside of your other knee and holding your knee close to your chest with the crook of your arm. Inhale, raise your other arm out in front of you, shoulder height, palm facing downward. Inhale, sit up straight. As you exhale, begin to twist to the other side, gazing out over your fingertips. Placing your rear hand on the floor by your sacrum. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, gaze out over your rear shoulder. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, gaze out over your rear shoulder. One more time. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, gaze out over your rear shoulder. Inhale, bringing your arm back up to shoulder height, palm facing down. And as you exhale, gazing out over your fingertips, returning to center. Releasing your arms, releasing your legs, and coming back to a seated position that is most comfortable for you. Breathe. Returning to your breath and recentering as we prepare for the Lord's Supper. Friends, what we are looking for is already here.
Blessed are the hungry ones, for our inner longings will be satisfied.
Lift up your hearts.
Jesus came to bring light into the world, to teach people the truth of God's love for them and for all people, and the truth of living in awareness of God's presence.
Sharing his power and his spirit by healing, teaching, sharing meals, and feeding the crowds with the food that brings true life.
Around his table, every life mattered, whether one was religious or pagan, man or woman, young or old, sinner or saint.
Around the table, people met at the level of their most basic need, not just for food, but also for each other.
And so we gather at this table. We remember the stories of bread broken and shared, of Jesus feeding the crowds, of unlikely guests revealing the face of God.
And it was on a night of both celebration and betrayal that he took the bread left over on the table, blessed it, broke it, and gave it as his body given for them. This is my body. Then he took the cup also left over on the table and shared it with them as his blood, to be the life given for the life of the world. This is my blood. He stood in his truth, and he offered himself as a witness to the power of love, showing us the way to true life. Breathe upon us, Spirit of life, and upon these gifts, that we may burn with your Spirit's power. Unite us to you and to your Son, Jesus, and his Spirit, that we all may be one. Let us join our voices and pray together. Giver of life,
Draw us together and bring us to wholeness, so that your light shines in us and through us, and out into the world, in the Spirit of Christ. Amen.
and recognizing our oneness, let us greet one another in love. Christ speaks to us. I am in you. You are in me. I abide in you, and you abide in me. Live in me, and I will live in you. The gifts of God for the people of God, take them and become them.
When you give birth to that which is in yourself, what you bring forth.
And as we continue to abide in God's love and light, having been nourished in sacred movement and word and in communion, I invite you once again to tune into your breath and invite you on your inhale to invoke whatever name of God speaks most powerfully and authentically to you. It could be God, it could be light, Jesus, peace, whatever word for you invokes the most holy mystery. Allow that to be on your inhale in your consciousness. And then on your exhale, allow your exhale to bring forth in you a desire of your heart. It could be, may there be peace. It could be for healing. Whatever word or phrase is your heart's deepest desire, let that be on your exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, allow your inhale to be an invocation for a name or word of God that speaks most powerfully to you. And on your exhale, allow that to bring forth an intention of your heart's deepest desire. Allow your breath to be connected to your heart's desire and to the holy name of God, your inhale and your exhale. And as you continue being mindful of your breath, inhaling and exhaling, let yourself take whatever time you need to transition from your seated position to reclining on your back as we prepare for Shavasana. Allowing your feet to be wider than hip width apart, if that's comfortable, allowing your arms to be at a comfortable distance away from your body. Allowing your eyes to be closed. Allowing your body to melt into the ground, to be fully supported by the earth. Allowing the earth to hold you. Letting go of your feet and your ankles. Letting go of your shins and your calf muscles. Letting go of your knees, your upper legs. letting go of your pelvic bowl and your hips. Letting go of your lower torso. Your mid-torso. Letting go of your upper torso. Your upper back and your chest. Letting go of your shoulders, your neck, your arms, hands. Letting go of your head. Letting the earth hold you, hold all of you, so you can fully just let go and let be. Resting in the silence filled with light and love that you abide in. Perhaps allowing your toes to move ever so slightly. Still resting. Maybe letting your fingers wiggle just a little bit. Still resting and being. Perhaps allowing other parts of your body to begin to move ever so slowly and gently as you continue to rest. Shifting your weight slowly to your right side. As you curl up in a fetal position on your right side, the earth continues to hold all of you. Allowing your hands and your arms ever so gently and slowly to support your slow and gentle rising with your eyes still closed. Taking whatever time you need to transition from lying back up to a comfortable seated position in the center of your mat, eyes still closed. Your spine extending from the earth and upwards to the heavens. Your hands resting on your knees or your thighs. Noticing any changes in your body, your physical body, your emotional body, your mind or your spirit from when we began our time together. Feeling gratitude for the gift of your body. Feeling gratitude for the breath that breathes you. Feeling gratitude for the love and light that dwells in you, that abides in you, and in which you abide. Remembering you can return to this place of peace whenever you wish. You are never apart from this holy mystery that is you. Bringing your hands in front of your chest in prayer position, thumbs next to your sternum, close to your heart. Peace within you, peace around you, peace holding you always. The divine spirit dwells in us. Thanks be to God. Go now to love and serve the Lord. Go in peace. You're invited to stay for as long as you'd like and take whatever time you need